Hey everyone, and welcome to your January 2019 Creativity Forecasts. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you are having an amazing start to the new year. I just wanted to make this little intro to let you guys know that these readings are going to be just a little shorter than usual. Again, this is keeping with my tradition every January just because I just had a lot going on my schedule this month, and also obviously with the holidays, and then I'm getting these readings out a little bit late because I've been sick, so I hope you guys enjoy them, and keep in mind that you can watch these for your sun, moon, or your rising sign, so if one of them doesn't resonate, you can always go and check one of those. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me or donate to support this channel, I would love to work with you. I will put all the information below the video on how to do so. So I hope you guys are having an amazing start to the new year. Enjoy. Okay, Taurus, let's get into your reading for January 2019. I am using the Druid Craft Tarot today, and I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what was coming through during the meditation before we get into this deck, this beautiful deck of cards. So what I was feeling in the meditation was a few things for you, Taurus. The first word that came through was worthy. And then I felt this impression coming through of and it was a woman, but, you know, keep in mind my guides just show me a person, you know, so they have to show me like someone, but it's not just limited to, you know, female Taurians out there. It's, you know, for everyone. But they were showing me a woman kind of walking into a big like circular room, and there's a lot of people milling around and everybody's talking. And she had like this hesitation almost about her, and she was almost feeling kind of unworthy of either being there, or she wasn't talking about what she kind of brought to the table, or she wasn't talking about her skills and talents. She was kind of being a little bit timid. But the feeling that they were giving me, my guides that were helping me with the reading, they were giving me this sense that like what you do is worthy, Taurus, and this year needs to be a time where you value yourself more highly, I feel, and there's a sense of like putting yourself out there in a bigger way. This doesn't mean that you need to like stress yourself out or overwhelm yourself in any way, but I was definitely getting this sense that what you do is really valuable, and even if it's something new, even if it's like a new skill that you're, you know, not used to marketing yourself with or talking about, you know, your interest in something, this is a time to really put yourself out there and to really push yourself to share more about what you're doing and to value and honor the value of yourself and your work in a bigger way. So that might mean raising your prices, or it might mean giving yourself a little bit more time off, you know. It might mean figuring out ways to market your services differently, or talk about your services differently, change the way that you communicate about what you do. But there's something here about having more faith in yourself and your value and your worth. And so that's a big theme for you, Taurus. That's what I'm feeling. There's a lot of self-love in that as well that I'm picking up on. So let's see what comes up in your cards. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the Druid Craft. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Clearing the guides for Taurus. Okay, that's it. Okay, Taurus, so now let's get your animal spirit guides. Clear the accurate guidance for Taurus. Clear the accurate guidance for Taurus. Here we go. All right, so let's see what your animal spirit guides have to say. We have stingray and fish. Interesting that we have two aquatic creatures coming up here. What I'm getting from this Taurus, and this is a very intuitive read on these cards, is just coming to me right away, is that the way to kind of, if you're looking for a way that you can feel more grounded, more prosperous, and more supported, while at the same time being extremely productive in your career life or with your creativity, the answer for you, Taurus, as we go into 2019 is emotional alignment. That is how you're going to achieve your goals this year, is by emotionally aligning yourself before you take any action, or before you kind of go into a situation, before you take on a big project, before you take any action at all, maybe even before you get out of bed in the morning. This is about emotionally aligning yourself. That's really what I get with the stingray, the chakra points running up the stingray's kind of spine. I feel like there's a lot of energy and prosperity coming to you this year, Taurus. I feel like these lines kind of aiming towards the stingray are showing me like an influx of resources, an influx of opportunity, an influx of energy, really, that you can use. But in order to really embrace that and receive it and use it to your best advantage, this is going to be about doing little things throughout the day that are like a practice for you. It's almost like a dedication, I feel, to yourself that's going to align you emotionally. Now, what are some ways that you can do that? What makes you feel good, Taurus? Like, what is sustainable that makes you feel good in life? Like, so for example, something sustainable is something that is healthy for you. So I'm not talking about like, something that's like overindulging. If you like overindulging in something like alcohol or whatever, it's not necessarily as sustainable because it will have negative effects on your health. So I'm talking about sustainable things, like practices that you can incorporate into your daily life that make you feel good and that support your overall health and well-being, that you can do continuously over time. So find those things for yourself, Taurus, this month. Experiment with this. Maybe it's an affirmation, or maybe it's, spending a certain amount of time, maybe 30 minutes, waking up 30 minutes earlier so that you can spend 30 minutes reading a novel before you start work for the day, or waking up 30 minutes earlier so that you can meditate, or waking up earlier so that you can, do yoga, or maybe taking an extra hour off after work to go somewhere that you want to go. Maybe go visit a museum, or go to watch some kind of live performance, making things like that more regular. Doing outings, these types of things, anything small or big that you can do that's going to put you in a place of feeling emotionally satisfied with life. That's really what I'm seeing here, because the fish crossing you, this is like the energy that's facing you. So the energy that's facing you is very watery. It's very intuitive. The challenge with it is that you can feel unclear about what you really want, or you could be like swimming with the current but not sure if you're completely being intentional as you're kind of swimming with that current. Like, are you just going with the flow and not kind of, you're going with the flow and then sort of neglecting to define and direct that flow for yourself. We can get in these patterns of movement, and so I feel like with the fish energy, it can be a little bit emotionally scattering, especially if you're overworking and if you're not taking that time throughout the day to align yourself emotionally. One practice that I really like is just setting a timer for 5 minutes and closing my eyes, getting somewhere private and setting that 5-minute timer and just repeating the word grounding in my mind. Grounding, grounding, grounding. And just, you center yourself, when you do little things like that. It's free and it completely changes your state. So little things like that can be really helpful to align you emotionally this month, so that you can really be aligned with your goals, aligned with, what you're trying to accomplish, and at the same time feeling good as you're moving forward and accomplishing those things. So let's take a look. We have 4 of Cups. Yes, that really makes sense based on everything we've been talking about. 2 of Cups, all of this water, guys. 4 of Pentacles. and the Princess of Cups. Interesting to have 3 Cups cards and then your element, Earth, Taurus. So, there's a lot of water. There's a lot of emotional energy around you. With the Four of Cups in the first week, this can be a little bit of a feeling of, it can be a feeling of maybe tiredness after a period of high activity. For example, with the holidays and coming out of New Year's and all of that kind of stuff. January, you could be beginning the month feeling a little bit emotionally tired. If that's the case, again, doing some things for yourself that will really help you to feel like you're emotionally cared for and that you are, loving yourself. Those things are going to really help you to kind of rein in that energy and sort of reinvigorate yourself. But I feel like it's going to happen in stages, Taurus. So don't expect everything to just, immediately transform. I feel like it's a gradual process of feeling more and more excited about things. So with the Two of Cups in reverse in the second week, there could be something with a romantic partner or with a close friend even, or perhaps even a business partner, where you may not be seeing eye to eye perfectly around the middle of January. But if that's the case, what I get from this is you don't need to fix this problem right now. I don't think that this is going to be something that will be like a supreme difficulty or a supreme challenge. I feel like for many of you Taurians, your best bet with this energy is to cool off a little bit on relationships where there seems to be conflict that's coming in, and really put your focus more on your creativity or on networking in a more positive way. So for example, if you're having a little bit of a struggle with someone in your personal life or with a business partner or with someone very, very close to you, it's time to, give that a rest. Know that, time will kind of soothe whatever this is, and put more of your energy maybe into your friends circle or into networking for your business or for a different project. This energy, I feel, is going to clear up, and it's not something to get so worked up over. That's really the sense that I get. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Princess of Cups in the second half of the month of January, I feel like there's something that is, again, we have another 4. So, these 2 4s here. 4s relate to structure. So when I'm seeing this in reverse, it's like you're letting go of some long kind of standing habits. So for you, Taurus, if there was some kind of resolution that you had perhaps for the new year, you could be this month really looking at okay, how can I really let go of this? And looking at how to make it more simple for yourself, because maybe you had a resolution to, for example, stop drinking coffee. This is just an example. I'm not saying everybody has this, but just, maybe you wanted to stop drinking coffee, but then when you went back to work and you were dealing with your normal life and the struggles, you realized that the reason that you were really feeling drawn to drink coffee every day was because it was giving you something. It was giving you some kind of way that would help you manage maybe some of the demands that those daily stresses have on you. So by the third week of January, it's almost like what I'm seeing is that you could be rethinking the resolution not to drink coffee, for example, but taking a different spin on it. So maybe you're going to recognize that the coffee did give you something positive, but you know that you don't want to drink it anymore, so you're going to find a replacement like green tea. This is the kind of energy that I'm getting, is almost a compromise with yourself, but it's not a compromise on your deeper innermost values. It's more of a compromise on the level of practicality and recognizing that maybe you can't necessarily quit something cold turkey, or maybe you can't necessarily just demand that your body transforms in a very particular way within a very specific amount of time. Maybe you have to find a way to sort of be in negotiation with yourself and with life in a more positive way. So there's something here about kind of being flexible and self-loving. Self-loving, like that phrase just keeps coming through so strongly for you, Taurus, is this is not a month to be hard on yourself at all. This is a month to like guide yourself and to be like disciplined in the ways that you really want to be disciplined, in the ways that matter to you the most. But it's also a month to let go of extreme approaches to things and to be kind of grounded in your approach. With the Princess of Cups at the end of the month, you know, she came up in reverse, but I don't really feel that the reversal is indicating anything super strong to me. I feel more that she's coming up to show you like why there's so much water coming up in this reading for you, and why it's so important to work on your emotional energy and even your psychic energy. Maybe you're a little dehydrated, Taurus. Maybe some of the reasons that you could be feeling a little bit overwhelmed in life could have just the simple sense of being dehydrated, you know, behind them. So drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. I feel like if you stay hydrated, you're going to be doing really, really well, at least physically, and even spiritually. You know, drinking enough water is something that's really helpful for, you know, your sleep patterns. It's helpful for your positivity. I personally find that I drink a lot of water, especially when I'm doing readings. So there's something here about water and needing to cleanse yourself emotionally, and really kind of embracing, I would also say with the Princess of Cups, your inner child and your imagination is really important this month. So don't let this month of January be all about, you know, work, 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 work. With the Princess of Cups, it's also about play. It's about, you know, really reconnecting with your joy, making sure that you're having fun with life and that you're enjoying the process. Okay, Taurus, I hope this reading has been helpful to you. I do feel ultimately that this is going to be a peaceful month for you, but I feel like there's going to be some flexibility and some emotional kind of cleansing going on. However, I don't necessarily see that emotional cleansing as being like that challenging. I feel like it's more an opportunity for you to just get more intentional and emotionally aligned, you know, doing those little practices every day that bring you joy, doing those little things every now and then to pick yourself up. You know, sustainable pleasures that you can incorporate into your daily life is going to be so, so helpful, not only in helping you feel better on a daily basis, but also in helping you trust yourself. Like on a subconscious level, I feel like you're going to have more faith in yourself and you're going to feel more confident in yourself if you are kind of like in the behind the scenes, you're really minding your own joy and you're minding your own happiness and doing things to take care of you. I feel like even on a subconscious level, in a mysterious way, those little actions are going to lead to greater confidence within yourself that you can use to, you know, maybe increase your prices or expand out into a new industry, or, you know, share your ideas more freely or talk about your talents more often. You're going to be able to like subconsciously feel more aligned with sharing more of your strengths and your gifts because, you know, unconsciously your self-care is communicating to you that you deserve, you know, all of the good things that are coming to you. So I hope that this reading has been helpful, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. All that stuff really helps my channel and it really helps me to know that these readings are helpful to you. So thank you so much. And if you'd like to donate to support this channel, or if you'd like to work with me, I'll put the information below this video as well. Thank you so much, Taurus. I'm wishing you an amazing, happy new year, and I will talk to you next month. Bye.